standing live video. I'm live! Oh my god! Thank you, Lisa. I've got Lisa on the other side, guys. So I'm not. She knows she's not on the other side. She's still on our side. But she's just helped me jump on live, which is awesome. What a crazy time. Thank you, Lisa. I'm going to get on with the readings with these guys, and hopefully I can see. Can someone just comment so I can see where the comments are? And thank you, Lisa. You go enjoy yourself, and you've got a client. Come. Okay, cool. She's just got, so she's on there. Okay, guys. Oh, hi, Sherry Collier. Hello, one of my family names. There we go. So that was really intense. Thank you for joining me over here on the live. We did our best to join ourselves up, to try and get my reflection of my glasses so it's not too reflecty. That was really intense, and Lisa did such a good job. You did an amazing job of holding the fort, and I was trying so hard to get through. She's on an Android, she's on an iPhone, I'm on an Android. I think there was some miscommunication with the technology. Big apologies, but we will work on that and get that sorted for the future. So I've just got this message. I'm going to show it to you. You were born for this. It's just, anyway, that's what one of my teachers says to put up when you're doing the readings. It's a good thing to do. So, basic introduction. My name is Charmaine Torrington. I come to this work mainly through working with kehua. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's ghosts. So I was brought to this work by having my bed shaken in the middle of the night and all sorts of things like that. And I knew that I had to, scary. I heard someone say scary. So I knew that I had to learn to do this work so I could help. Because I wasn't getting any sleep, and I am really, I don't function, I'm crap when I don't get much sleep. But anyway, it's also to help those others who are really morena. It's to help those is something that is really nice to be able to do. And my training went on for years. I did shamanic training as well as Lisa did, and I learned a lot that way, and then really enjoyed starting to connect with people's loved ones who'd passed over, and also doing the psychic work just to help people. My background, just while we wait for a few more to come on, we've got 12 people. Morena everyone, good morning. Some of my ancestors were involved in the Victorian spiritualist movement. I also am part Indigenous Finnish, which is the Sami people who practice shamanic work traditionally. I whakapapa back to Te Atiawa, Ngā Mahanga Atairi and Oakura, as well as the Redheads, the old people of New Zealand. And one of my ancestors was a Māori prophet called Patara Raukatauri, and I come from his sister. So there's a big story there, but we won't go into that today because we got to get on and give you guys readings. Hi, Rosalind. Yeah, good to meet you. Rosalind. Nice work. Nice work. Okay, so this morning I have been receiving impressions already. Last night in my home, and it might resonate with somebody. Got goosebumps. Maybe we're related, Sherry Collier. So I've got goosebumps too, actually. Very interesting. Okay. So last night in my home, I saw a woman as I came around the corner who had a lot of really, a large amount of quite sort of thick or dishevelled hair. Okay, and it was somebody who wasn't extremely old. I'd pick her between 30 and 50. That's quite a large range gap. She was slender. She had dark blonde or very light brown hair. It may resonate with somebody. If it does, let me know. When I was in the shower this morning, I started singing Reuben James. and I also had the Pink Floyd The Wall song running through my head. So there's been Morena-sans. So I have had, so if anyone can relate to anyone who maybe has passed, or if there's a message, just let me know. So I'm going to work the same in a similar way to Lisa, even though we're different. I see clairvoyantly, so sometimes I might close my eyes or stare out the window and they're showing me things. I hear things and I feel things. So let's get rocking on. So any questions? So how I'm going to run this is similar to Lisa, is if you put down any questions that you have that you would like advice on, can be anything you like at all, to do with a past loved one, to do with your career, love, anything. So pop your comment on and I'll answer your question. Don't be shy now, don't be shy. Ask away. Thank you, Karen Knox. Your ex-summer and I saw Pink Floyd a few times. Thanks, Marie. Woo! Which media type path can Spirit see me going towards in my studies? Great Mother, she's passed 2 months ago. Is she okay? Zane Collier. I'm going to go for you, Zane. So studies and also great grandmother. Hi, Micah Ting. Great grandmother. I'm going to go with you, Zane. Wonder if you're related to Sherry. Oh, there we go. All the Colliers are on, eh? Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm just going to tune into you, Zane. Just thinking what your question was. Was it to do? I'm just going to go in and see and ask them about the studies. I'm being told that you are on the right path, so they're giving me a go ahead. I see a road ahead of me. So it's a long road. So whatever it is that you're studying, it might take time to get there. It's a long road in the distance. If it's something to do with machinery or cars, I don't know, it could be. Because they're showing me the road. They're also telling me that there's something in your life that there's time to move on from, and you'll know what it is. It could be in relation to a job or a situation that you're in life, but move on from there. That's not talking about the studies. They're telling me you are made for the ride. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to pass that message on to you. They're telling me you're a good guy. They're telling me you're a good guy, and I'm picking up on your humour right now. Yeah, nice. So I'm just feeling into your energy there. It's making me laugh. Not in a negative sense, but in a fun way. I'm seeing you wearing overalls. Interesting. Okay. Any other messages to do with the studies? They're talking about performance and moving ahead with, they're talking about your performance in the studies. There could be some trial and error, is what they're saying. So it's so funny doing this live. It's the first time. You're going to get the game going. You're going to get the game going. So they're just giving me the message, you're going to get the game going. Oh, Sherry, here's your son. Okay, nice. I felt something with you, Colliers, so there we go. You're going to get the game going. So whether you play a sport or it's relating to your, is it relating to sport or to his career? It's relating to sport or career. You're going to get the game going. It's actually relating to the game of life. So it could be that you have been wondering how and where to go forward, and so this is in relation to you're going to get the game going of life. You're going to start playing it. It's going to move ahead, and it's going to be a long road ahead for you, but not in the negative sense. So I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to tune into see if you've got your great-grandmother here. Great-grandmother Collier, can we bring you in? Okay, so I've got a woman here who's come through. She's got quite a loud voice and she's quite a hard case. So the question was, is she okay? So Zane Collier would like to know whether you're okay. Yeah, she's by the way, Zane, she's okay. She's really okay. She's got a lot of drive to her, this lady. Like, she's very spirited woman is what I'm picking up for you here. She's hard case, man, and I reckon it runs in your family. I reckon it runs in your family. Any other messages for Zane while you've come forward? You can come forward closer. Oh yeah, she's a strong lady. She just grabbed my hand and went whoop. I always pick up, I know when they hold my hand. She might not have walked around holding people's hands normally, but she is, when I ask Spirit to come and hold my hand, I can feel them more closely. So she's sitting down, she's a strong, firm, grounded woman. Oof, she's really grounded, eh? Really powerful, strong lady. Really like her, really respect her. She did really well in her life. I feel like she looked after people. And you've got to respect that one. Thank you, great-grandma, for coming through. That's nice. She loves you, son. Keep up the good work. So that was the message for you, Dane. That's excellent. Okay, and because I'm on a live, normally I would go right into it, but because I'm on a live, I want to get through a lot of you. So thank you, Zane's great-grandmother, for coming through, and that's beautiful. Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah, your mama, she's strong, Sherry. Insane. Oh, what a crack up. What a crack up. Okay, so I'm just going through the comments here. Oh, I can actually zip back through them. Oh, thanks, Mike. You rock too, dude. Thank you for tuning in. It is awesome. So I can go back and through and see. Morena, Ashley. Okay, Rosalind. Am I on the right track with my book? To risk to be free. Have I missed anything important? Am I the right focus on my book? And how this year will money come through? Am I right to self-publish? So there's quite a few questions there. So the first thing I'm going to tune into is, are you on the right track with your book, Risk to be Free? That's straight away saying you need to let it out. So you need to let it out. Is this in terms of the book or her speaking? It's in terms of the book or speaking? Speaking, you need to let it out. So what they're telling you is to talk about your book. So you're on the right path. I've just lost your comment. You're on the right path, definitely. But they're telling you to talk about your book. So perhaps even go on, do some Facebook Lives. You might feel shy. And talk about it or write about it, and let people know that's what you're doing. You may already have been doing that, but they're just saying to let it out. I'm feeling that there's a little bit of apprehension, and I feel a feeling in my chest. And sorry about my finger, guys. I'm just scrolling through to find your comment again. I feel that there's a feeling of in my heart here of worry and concern in relation to the book and life. So there's some constriction in my chest. There's something that you need to let out, okay? And you will know what it is, because we're on live, so I don't want to get too personal. But the feeling is that there's some stuff to let go of. there's something to speak about, and you need to get something off your chest, okay? The message is coming through, you need to get something off your chest. So, and it's about talking also to a family member. It's talking to a family member as well. They're using the word dancing, so the advice here is for you probably to dance, even if it's just around your lounge or with your cat or dog or whatever, if you have one. But yeah, to dance. Anything else for her? Health. I know you asked about health. They're telling you to slow down, okay, and to be at peace. Now, I'm feeling unwell in my tummy. Doesn't mean to say that you've got an illness in your tummy, but that always tells me that there is a health concern when I start to feel sick. I'm just going to tune into that. What advice can we give her with her health? They want you to be active. They want you to be active, and they want you to get out there and really frickin' fly, man. They want you to soar. They want you to get out and embrace what you're doing, vocalize things, open up, and yes, you are on the right track with your book, and be brave and get it out there. So I'm just going to go through and get another question, my friends. Questions. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. We can all hear you. I'm glad you can hear me. Don't mind me singing. I'm a bit of a dick. I always sing. I can't help it. Especially if I've got a lot of singers on. What will happen is I will just start singing hard out if I've got musicians on. So this is the way that it is. Now. Have a look. Karen, when you said my name earlier, the video got disconnected on my end. That's not a complaint. It makes me laugh how things like that happen. The ex-lover I mentioned in my comment very recently passed. He visited my dreams before I found that out. Did he want to pass on a message? Thank you. Okay, thank you. I've got chills. Thank you, Karen Knox. Okay, my nose is running, excuse me, your ex-lover. Okay, let me bring him in. Okay, and ask if there's a message to come through here for you. Okay. He's okay. The message is that he has passed over and he is on top of things. So he's at sort of a fairly high level, I'd say. I'm being told that by a bird, which is kind of a funny way, but it's the way that I was trained also, is to tell me. But he's passed over. He's at a higher level. If you were worried about him, you've got no worries. I can see he's got a nice smile, that man. Yeah, no wonder he was your ex-lover. No bloody wonder. No. So lovely smile. Yep, nice man. And he's on the other side. He's definitely fine. I have got a warm feeling in my whole body. What a cool dude, man. So he is fine. He's smiling. He's giving me the thumbs up. Is there any other message that you want to pass on? She saw you in her dreams. He wanted to let you know that he actually loved you, and even though he was your ex, I don't know your situation, but he did love you. That's why he appeared to you. Anything else? Oh my God, I want to cry. I start feeling their feelings. So he just wants to say that he felt that you're a beautiful soul, is actually what he's saying. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my God. So, I've got tissues. Oh. So he wants to tell you that you're actually one of, like, really the love of his life, a really big love in his life, or the love of his life. Beautiful queen is what he's saying. And pass on his good tidings. He's talking in a slightly old-fashioned way. He's saying, talking about a boat, and he's just talking about the good times you have together. There's a lot of love and there's a lot of sadness, and it's fresh and it's new, so there is a lot of grief, and I think that's what I'm feeling too, because when someone newly passes on, there is grief to process, so I can feel that. So yeah, there you are, Karen. Thank you, Karen Zex, for coming through. That is beautiful. Is there anything else? He's just saying that everything's going to be fine. He's talking about children. I don't know whether you have children to him, but there is children there, and in relation to them, he wants you to know that there may be dramas, but everything is going to be okay. So that's what he has said. Yeah, block Lily Reader, someone. I don't know. Messages from me. Rose Finlayson. Okay, Rose, let's have a look. And we've got Brooke there as well, so let's have a look. Oh, that's nice. I've just lost you. Damn it. It's crazy. It's quite hard with these. I'm so sorry. Hang on a minute. Just going to go right down to the end. Rose, there we go. Rose, have you got any messages for me? Okay, I'm just going to clear out for a second from the last one, because I'm still feeling the grief from that person who passed over. Shake it around a bit. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay. Rose, that's who I was on to next. Is there any messages for me? Rose, okay, let me see. Any messages for Rose? I'm going to tune in visually for you, Rose, because I've been using my auditory quite a lot. I'm tune in visually for you, Rose. Is there any message for you? So I'm going to show you what they're doing. There's a person there who's standing there doing this action, and it's like wide open. It's like opening. So they're just telling me that you need to be free, in essence. So to open yourself up is the feeling that I'm getting. I'm doing this psychically, not from a passed over loved one, so from my guides. What are the messages for Rose? I see you walking down the street, so they're showing me you walking down the street and greeting people as you walk past. So there's a feeling that you do need to get out. That is the message that I'm getting here, is to get out and about, walk around in your community, open yourself up. We're getting a lot of opening up readings in this particular session. We're talking about a male member of your family, brother or husband. Brother or husband. I'm feeling husband or partner. I'm feeling there might be, because this is a public forum, I don't want to go too deep, but I feel as if there might be a little bit of sadness around that person. Yep. What can she do to help? Just be there, you know, when someone's going through a hard time, just be there. There's nothing that you can do yourself personally with that person, whether it is your brother or your husband. I'm feeling your husband or partner. Just to be there for them, and don't feel as if you have to cure someone because you can't do it. It's hard to see someone sad, but just a hand, just to be there for them, just to sit there with them and there's some sadness with that person, just that they need to pass through their system. So that's what I'm picking up for that particular person. Okay. Great smile and sounds you Mrs. being here. He loved life. Thank you. The video stopped again. Oh, shivers. Yeah, no, he was truly a beautiful man. Just going back to the other one. Sorry about the spammer. I'm not sure how to block her. I'll see if I can find her. Let's have a look. Because this is my first live, guys. This is my first live. Okay, so I have Titara Kaohu, Crystal Hika. With everything our whānau has been through in the past couple of months, everything going to ease up and get better. Okay, I'm going to tune into that. Okay, let's have a look. Just having a look, tuning into the whānau. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. And what advice can we give here to her? Yeah, again, there's a lot of hurt, there's been a lot of pain, you know what I'm talking about, there's a lot of difficulty. It's extreme, actually, what I'm picking up with what your whānau has gone through. It's extreme, because the intensity of feeling is getting really strong. Just to let you guys know, in my one-on-one readings I get really specific, but because this is a public forum, it's not appropriate all the time. Can we please have some messages come through? So I've got some of your whānau here, actually. So I've got an older woman. I don't know how she passed, but it looked kind of... she looks like her hair is quite... She looks quite messy. Her hair's messy. It could be that she died in a way that wasn't just like lying down on your pillow and dying. It could have been quite full on. Just because sometimes they come through like that when they're passing on a message. Or maybe she just lived out rough, you know? But I've got this old woman here, so please come in closer and tell me. Okay, so she's looking quite closely at me. She didn't say a lot, this woman. Tell me, who are you in relation to who I'm reading for? Who are you in relation? She's speaking in Māori, so she's... but what I'm feeling is that she's not your grandmother. I'm feeling maybe even a great-grandmother. So either grandmother or great-grandmother. Which one is it? I'm feeling great-grandmother further back. So she is looking at me. She was a quiet woman, but she's just looking at me with her eyes. Come forward if you want. Come closer. So she's putting her hand up, so she's telling somebody off. She's telling somebody off. So she's a little bit brassed off with some people in the family, in the whānau. She wants you to remember who you are. Now this is what she's saying. She wants you to remember who you are. Get that girl, take her off. Get that girl, take her off. Turn back into her, I just jumped out. She's a self-starter. So she's telling you need to, as a whānau together, you need to do, you need to do what is right. So she's coming through, she's guiding you guys. She's guiding you guys with care, okay, but she is giving a little bit of a like this, and talking about a girl, the young girl, as I said, and there's something about bringing people home, bringing someone home. Okay, I'm just going to blow my nose because it happens like that. Sometimes you get a running nose. It's really attractive on camera. She'll be all right in the end, girl. That's what she said. She'll be all right in the end, okay? Thank you for coming through today. Okay, she's left as fast as she came. She's aware that there's other people here. Okay, so here's one son's Tauri, my cousin, which we were brought up very close. Sorry about my finger, guys. I class him as my brother. He committed suicide a few years ago. He rang me to pick him up. I was busy, which I regret. Just see the rest of your message. And can't move forward, and I played Pink Floyd songs to try and replay that moment. Does he forgive me? Okay, so that was the Pink Floyd. I had the wall, and it was, yeah, you know, the someone building up a wall around them. We all know that song. Yeah, so that's what I was getting in the shower for you. So I'm really pleased that that you've come through today, and that I picked your message. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling you. Okay, I'm going to tune into your cousin. Okay, I'm really sorry that this happened. This is hard. This is a hard one. Okay, all right, yeah, and you feel guilty. Yeah, okay. Let me tune into cousin. Thank you for coming into me in the shower. He sung and sung and sung, and I couldn't get the song out of my head, and I was singing in the shower. And I don't normally sing Pink Floyd, The Wall in the shower. Hell, I don't. And he just kept singing and singing and singing. Okay, so let me tune into this, because this is a very important one. This is very important. Even if you picked him up on that day, or even if you picked him up, he's saying that he couldn't be there for himself, even if you were there for himself, because at that moment it felt like his despair had got to the point that he had built a wall around himself, and that's why he was singing The Wall. So it's as if he had already created a situation around him that was pretty hard for him, and he probably wasn't going to make it. There's always a chance for everyone. Things can change, of course, but at this stage, I'm just going to tune in and ask, come forward, Mr. Singer. He's saying he couldn't manage. He just couldn't get through. He's sorry. He's actually come through today to say sorry to you. He's saying sorry. He's saying sorry to you because he knows that you feel guilty. You feel bad, and that you're having a hard time with his passing. And he's saying sorry to the whole whānau. He's really upset about it. So please pass this message on to him. Even show them this video. Please pass the message on. He's really sorry for what what had happened. He didn't mean to. He's actually quite a sensitive guy. I like him. But he's sitting there with his hands on his head, looking down like this. Whakama. It's shame. It's okay. I'm just going to console him a bit. It's okay. It's okay. And he wants the family to really know. So if you could let them officially know, he is really sorry for what his choice, but he felt like he had to make that choice, and he had to make that decision. He was involved in things, and he felt like he couldn't get out of it, and he was stuck, and he literally had a wall around him. So even if you had picked him up that day, my feeling is I don't really know whether it would have made a huge difference, because we can't always be with somebody all the time, and it's like that for anyone who does suicide. We cannot be with someone 24/7, and ultimately at the end of the day, we are all responsible for ourselves, and I am saying that in context of my sister is a mental health worker, and that's something that she has told me before, which I found very helpful. We can be there for our loved ones and we can help them through, but ultimately at the end of the day it's also their decision as well. Just letting you know, he needed to get that off his chest, okay? And then he will, he can sort of be more at peace with that, okay? So I'll have a little chat with him later as well, because I want to make sure he's good, and I'll make sure he's good, and he is good, but he needed to just, work that through, and he needed to let you guys know that it's him that is sorry, okay? So that's the message. That was a big message, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a big message. Good. I'm glad you let them know. Let them know. He needs them to know. Okay. Ashley, I knew I had a message for you because I saw you say hello. I'm feeling very lost in life at the moment. My girls are now both at school, right? Yeah. And I have time for a job and to do something, yeah, but have zero motivational energy, right? Every job I look at, I get a sick feeling, okay? I just don't want to go back to office work. I have no idea what my path or my calling is. I'd like guidance to get out of this rut and find my calling. Well, congratulations for you for looking for a calling. It's as well. Okay, so first of all, they're telling me first steps. So baby race, which means that just go forward slowly. Take your first step out there. And as you go along, you can discover your calling. You don't necessarily need to know your calling straight away, even though that it's good if you do. But when sometimes you are used to functioning in one way in life and your kids go to school, there's a big gap and you're like, shivers, and you've got to make that step out. So sometimes it's just taking that step out, which is a good thing to do, and then you can formulate your calling. I'm going to tune in on that one. Ashley, what should she do? Showing me a pair of slippers, Ashley. And you're laughing. I see you with a pen in your hand, and actually you're looking upwards and writing. I feel as if you could go to some quite higher mind stuff, and researching higher mind things as a part of you as a whole person. So, okay. What are the messages for her in that aspect? They are taking me to books. Read books. There are some books out there that there will be a book that could be really helpful for you in order to give you some motivation, because it feels like your energy is low. I see, that's why they showed the slippers, because it seems like you might be spending a lot of time indoors and just hibernating, and then the energy, it's hard to get that energy up. They're telling me through a book, there's a book, a self-motivational book to read that will help you to formulate and inspire you. I feel as if inspiration is something that you need. And they're talking about taking your socks off. So they're telling you to get out of your slippers and socks. just again, they're just reiterating to take a step forward, take that first step forward, and then that will give you a little bit of energy. Even if it's not your calling, it'll still give you a bit of energy. If things are making you feel sick when you're looking at adverts, don't go for them, because it's your intuition telling you that it's not the right thing. But keep looking, keep searching, and when one feels okay, go for that one. Make sure it's not your fear that's holding you back, but I don't think it is. So that would be my advice for you. You will pick up energy when you start reading and studying some higher mind books. I hope that helps, Ashley. Hi Louise, lovely to meet you. It's looking, what I'm going to get up here. Yes, socks. Have I got that? Have I? You're in your comfort socks and slippers at the moment. Yeah, that's what they showed me. You got to take them off, Ashley. They're mean, but you know, the thing is reward yourself with them. When you take a step forward and do something that is getting out of your comfort zone, whatever it is, when you get home, put your slippers on, man, because then you've deserved those slippers, eh? That's a good thing. Trudy, I'm going to do you next. And 11:45 I'll have to jump off because I've got physio today. Any messages from my mum and brother? Trudy. Okay, let's have a look. Trudy wants to know if there's any messages from her mum and her brother. Okay, so she says, I got a bloody message, alright. I'm feeling that could be your mum or even grandma. Let's choose no mum, I think. So they came in really quickly, like, which tells me that these two, they came in both together, which tells me that these two were pretty kind of fast moving, or they were high flying kind of people. They were zoom, they come flying in, hell. And she's got a message for you, alright. Okay, so what is the message for Trudy? Please tell. They're telling you to bring the goods. Bring the goods in, girl. And the goods are, I think, the good things in life. Get started. Get started. That's the message from Mum. Get started. We've got a lot of messages about getting started, don't we? It's interesting. So she's talking about you wanting to fire ahead with your job and the progress of your job. Bringing out the best sides of you. She's talking about bringing out the best side of you in the work that you're doing. She wants you to be free of the constraints. This woman was a good talker. She wants you to be free of the constraints that are holding you down. She's talking about an arena. I don't know what that's in reference to. Could be a sport. She really wants you to make use of the time that you have here and to, which is not limited by the way, but just the fact that you're over this side, to really make use of that time. And she's talking about dynamic energy, and I think that's when they came in with dynamic energy, and you probably share that energy and that drive. And I feel quite a progressive career for you, and they want you to move forward with it. They want you to, it's almost like get the hell out of something that's going on right now for you and move forward with drive and stamina. So I'm feeling a lot of energy. Even though you might not feel a lot of energy, I don't know. They're showing me a lot of energy. And it's talking about the rat race. Yeah, talking about it being a whole lot of sort of hullabaloo or a whole lot of, bleh, the rat race, but they know that you're a girl of intelligence and integrity. This woman was an intelligent woman, and that you can go forward, you have the capacity, you can learn what you want to learn. They're showing me like a degree hat, whether you have a degree or not. I feel like this is symbolising further study. I feel some kind of legal field, in some kind of legal field. I'm picking up, really strong intellect. So that's what I'm getting. They want you to go forward with that, and give that heaps, and high flyers. That's what I would say from that. So I've got time here for one more. Okay, Trudy, I hope that resonates for you. Excellent, Ashley, I'm glad that resonated with you as well. Let me have a look here. So the last person today, and I am going to do more lives, is, let's have a look here. Boom, boom, boom. Da 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 da. I had some old-fashioned singing too this morning coming through in the shower again as well. You know how it happens. Let's have a look. Where were you? Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. It's flipping around like a mad duck in a pond. Stacey, you're going to be my person. Benioni, is it? Stacey Benioni. Any messages from my koro? Okay, let's have a look. So I've got a man here. He's got big hands. Come forward, please, if you want to. He's grabbed my hand straight away. He's cheeky. Okay, so I'm picking up this man, this male. I've got a male here, and so he's a strong guy. This is a strong man, big hands, big fingers. He reminds me of an old friend that I used to have who fought actually in World War II, as part of the 28th Māori Battalion. But anyway, I've got this man here, and he's holding my hand, and he doesn't really know what to say. I don't know if he had a lot of words. So Stacey wants to know what messages to pass on to her. Oh, he's got a loud voice. He's talking about driving the car. There was a message about driving the car that I got this morning too, about someone driving a car. Yes, this is it. This is the message. Thank you. I had a message about you need to get a car. You need to drive a car. And I was like, yeah, but I've got a car. It's just there. And I was like, oh no, this message is actually for somebody else. So the message, I'm glad that's come through. The message is about driving a car. You need to drive a car politely. Why politely? Oh, you want me to ask politely? Let's have a look. He's showing me a scene of mountains and rural landscapes. And he's talking about home, and there are tears in his eyes, and he's saying, this is it. Like, it's almost as if get the car and go and visit home. It's because he's showing me a mountain. I don't know where it is. Whether it's Parongia or some mountain. I'm feeling North Island, and he wants you to go home there. It's something good for your soul. He's showing me a river, and he's showing me mainly the mountain, and there's some sadness. So I feel as if you going there might help bring healing to you. And healing to a situation in your life. is to go back to your whenua, to your land, to your area, and be there. And he's talking about getting strong. He's talking about getting strong, and you are strong, but it will help you be even stronger. Stacey, it will help you be even stronger, which is always good. Any other messages? He's showing me pieces of fruit, so there's something to do with your eating. So maybe he's giving a message of eating healthily. When he was alive, he was a man of few words. He was not a man who spoke a lot, but when he spoke, he had a really loud, big voice. Right, he's off, he said, he's off. What a funny guy. Oh, he's cool. I love him. Okay, alright, let's do one more because I'm just having so much fun here. He was cool. There's a little bit of pain there to heal. And I think going up north is going to your homelands will help that. Hello from South Africa. I was told to come to your page. Maybe have guidance from my grandparents on my mum's side. Oh, hang on a minute. Just lost you there, but I found you again. Okay, Viwe, is that your name? Viwe, I hope I've said that right. Msindwana. Okay, I'm going to tune in for you, and this will be my last person. Guidance from my grandparents on my mum's side. Okay. Viwe. I'm just taking a moment to tune in. They're showing me a boat. Maybe that they travelled in their life. There was movement in their life. I feel like the female is your grandmother. I feel like there was a spirituality with her, because she puts her hands above her head like this, and I feel it looks like a church, something to do with like a church window. It's like a symbol for her. I feel them being very far away. But I feel they were far away in life somehow, whether they travelled somewhere or they moved somewhere. What message would you like to give? They always give me hit points so that you know that it's them. So I can hear your grandmother speaking, and she's wearing colourful clothing, and she's talking about, she's actually cooking, and she's got a really beautiful smile, so I hope that resonates with you. I'm going to ask for a message because we are on limited time. What message can we give? Tell her she's a beautiful girl. That's what she wants to say. She's a beautiful girl. There's a sense that you need to be free. There's a lot of freedom in these readings. There's a sense that you need to be free from the shackles that you've had around you in your life. Actually, no, that doesn't feel right. Let me just go back in and check in with that. What do you mean by that? That didn't quite feel right. There's something about laughter. There's some freedom to laugh, to enjoy life. This woman was abundant. It was like food and laughter and love, and this is what she wants you to have and to create in your life, and to bring forward more of this joy, happiness. This is how she's speaking. More of this, good times is what she's saying. It will bring you alive. Tell her to take the cake out of the oven. Do you burn cakes? This lady's talking about food a lot. So tell her to take the cake, take the cake out of the oven. So there's a sense that, yeah, that maybe sometimes you might burn some things. She's telling me that you are going to enjoy your life, even if whether you are or not, because life varies very much. But there is enjoyment for you coming in your life around the corner. That's nice, Rui. Yeah, and she's talking about rescuing things, people, animals, people, rescuing. This drama, rescuing the people. It's people, rescuing people. Are you a people rescuer? Is that what it is? Yes. She's saying yes. And you need to keep some for yourself. She puts her hand over her heart because you're the sort of person who wants to go and you'll help people. I can't see your profile picture, but what I'm sensing is that you're a person who, I can see your eyes and they're big and kind, and there's a sense that you really love to help people. And she's saying keep some to yourself. Always keep some to yourself. You do love cooking and burn food. Okay, so she was a really good cook, and I actually saw her cooking outside. And so she's laughing. She laughs. I was like, oh, she's got a beautiful smile. She's a very beautiful woman. So she, rest assured that it will be okay. Spend time, take time with yourself and enjoy your life. She wants to enjoy your life, and we are here for you. I don't know what she wants to call you, but it's some name like Boo Boo or Baba or Bibi. I don't know, there's some nickname she's got for you. Bushwana, I don't know what even language this is. I don't know. Anyway, she's talking and she's just using a nickname for you, and they're there with their arms around you, and so that is what the message is for you. And good luck with your cooking, yes, you're likely to have a gift, and I would say the way it would be through your grandmother, especially because I feel that very strong spiritual resonating energy with her. And I feel it's travelling down your family line, and from other sides as well, but particularly today I can see it coming from her. So I would encourage you to your spiritual to develop your spiritual gifts as well. Okay, that's winds it up for today, everyone. Thank you, everyone who come to watch. This was my first live reading. I really enjoyed it. It was pretty damn scary to come on, and we had all those glitches with Lisa. So Lisa and I will be on together in the future, I'm sure, once we get our techie stuff sorted out. And thank you for tuning in, and lots of happiness to your day. And thank you, Rui. I love that, and I've really enjoyed giving you messages. I see it as a really important part of my journey. So if anyone ever wants to go further and go deeper into either psychic mediumship or psychic or life advice, health, shamanic work, energy healing, anything like that, ancestral healing, is all those things I've trained in, and past lives, and just so much. You can go and have a look at my Facebook page that I've got. Website's coming soon, and see what I have on offer. Or I will see you back on the live readings again. Okay, guys? So, blessings to your day, and enjoy. I've got sunshine here. It's bloody beautiful. Okay, guys. See you later. Bye now. Bye-bye.